You found a property. The numbers look great. You can almost see the cash flowing into your bank account. Feels like you've hit the jackpot, right? But just a few months later, everything goes wrong. The tenants stop paying. The roof starts leaking. The neighborhood turns out to be way worse than it looked in daylight. And now, you're stuck, losing money every month, wishing you had never bought the place. What went wrong? That's what we're diving into today. The 5 most common and expensive mistakes new real estate investors make. These aren't just minor missteps. These are mistakes that can break your bank account, crush your confidence, and make you quit investing before you ever get started. But here's the good news. You can avoid them. Every single one. And one of these mistakes is so sneaky, most beginners don't even know they're doing it. Until it's too late. Stick with me, because by the end of this video, you'll be 10 times smarter than the average first-time investor. Number 1. Chasing cash flow without checking the foundation. You ever see a house online and think, wow, this looks like a cash cow? It's priced right. The rent is high. The mortgage will be low. It's like the deal is begging to be bought. But here's where new investors mess up. They look at the spreadsheet, not the structure. Let me tell you about Marcus. Marcus bought a rental property for $110,000 in a small town. The rent was $1,400 per month. On paper, he was looking at over $400 a month in profit. He thought he was killing it. But 2 months in, the pipes burst. Then came mold in the basement. Then the HVAC system failed. After 6 months, Marcus had already spent $18,000 in repairs. That cash cow, it turned into a financial black hole. Always, and I mean always, get a professional home inspection. Not your uncle, not your friend, a licensed inspector, and don't just rely on the report. Ask questions. Look for water damage. Look at the roof. Ask about permits and city violations. That if the bones are bad, no amount of paint will save it. Number 2. Falling in love with the property instead of the profit. This one's a heartbreaker, literally new. Investors walk into a house and think, I love it. I could live here. But guess what? You're not going to live there. Your tenants are, and their standards are different. This isn't your dream home. It's an investment. If the numbers don't work, it doesn't matter how cozy the fireplace feels or how Instagrammable the kitchen is. Take Sarah. She bought a cute cottage with a white picket fence. She loved the backyard. It reminded her of her grandma's house. She bought it for $230,000, even though the rental income would barely cover the mortgage. 6 months in, the place sat empty. Renters didn't want cute. They wanted convenience. The location was bad for commuting. There were no schools nearby. The numbers were screaming, don't buy. But Sarah's heart couldn't hear it. You're not dating the house. You're investing. Let logic lead. Number 3. Underestimating expenses. By a mile, raise your hand if you've ever created a budget that only included the mortgage and taxes. To be honest, that's how most beginners start. They think if rent is $1,600 and the mortgage is $1,200, they've got $400 in cash flow, but they're forgetting a long list of real costs. Repairs, maintenance, vacancy, insurance, property management, pest control, lawn care, city inspection fees, and emergency fund reserves. That $400 in profit? More like $50 if you're lucky. Or negative if something breaks. Let's say you rent a house for $1,500. A smart investor sets aside 10% for vacancy, $150, 10% for maintenance, $150, 8% for management, $120, $100 for random surprises. Now you're down to about $980. Subtract your mortgage and, oof, run the numbers conservatively. Use tools like BiggerPockets calculators. Or ask experienced investors how much they set aside. If your deal only works under perfect conditions, it's not a good deal. Number 4. Picking the wrong neighborhood. Here's a little secret. Your tenants care more about location than square footage. A beautiful house in a rough neighborhood will sit empty or attract bad tenants. Or worse, David learned this the hard way. He bought a newly renovated property in a sketchy part of town. The place looked amazing. Granite counters, new appliances, fresh floors. But guess what? In the first year, he had to evict 2 tenants. One ran a side hustle he won't mention. The other disappeared, owing $4,500. Neighbors complained. Property values dropped. David ended up selling the house at a loss. Just to escape. You can fix a broken door. You can't fix a broken zip code. Before you buy, Drive the area at night. Talk to neighbors. Check school ratings. Look up crime maps. Check if major employers are moving in or moving out. Use public data. Use your eyes. Use common sense. Real estate isn't just about the house. It's about the location. Number 5. Trying to do everything yourself. You don't need to be Superman or Wonder Woman or whoever's trending in capes these days. Too many first-time investors try to do it all. They manage tenants, fix toilets, paint walls, file taxes, analyze deals, handle legal notices. That's a fast ticket to burnout. Yes, DIY can save money, but it can cost way more in time, stress, and rookie mistakes. Think about this: that you're fixing a leaky sink for 3 hours on a Sunday night. That's 3 hours you could have spent finding your next property, or reviewing market trends, or, I don't know, eating dinner with your family. Build a team. You don't need a huge one, just the right people. A solid real estate agent who knows the rental game, a licensed inspector who tells the truth, not what you want to hear, a reliable handyman, a property manager if you don't want 2 a.m. calls, and a CPA who knows how to save you on taxes. Legally, Alex tried going solo. He handled everything on his first triplex. After a year, he was stressed, behind on taxes, and started hating real estate. Once he got a property manager and accountant, he started scaling. Within 2 years, he owned 5 properties and slept through the night. Be the CEO of your investment, not the janitor. Number 6. Choosing the wrong financing plan. This one's quiet, but deadly. That it's not just about getting approved. It's about getting the right loan for your plan. You might get tempted by adjustable rates, super low down payments, or weird private loans. And yeah, those can work, but only if you know exactly what you're doing. Problem is, most beginners don't. Let's say you get an adjustable rate loan. It starts at 5%. Sounds great. But after 2 years, it jumps to 7.5%. Your monthly payment rises by $350. And now, your cash flow is gone. Or you take out a loan with a balloon payment. Looks affordable now, but 5 years later, you owe $25,000 all at once. Surprise! Talk to a mortgage broker who works with investors. Don't just say, "What's the lowest rate?" Ask, "How will this loan behave if rates rise? Are there prepayment penalties? What are my refinancing options? What's my break-even timeline?" And always, always have a backup plan. Number 7. Skipping education and jumping in blind. Let's be real. Real estate looks easy on social media. People posting about passive income while sipping smoothies on a beach. But what they don't show: the evictions, the legal letters, the sleepless nights when the furnace breaks in winter. You don't need a PhD to invest, but you do need to study that you're not just buying a house. You're buying a business. The average American loses thousands of dollars in their first real estate deal, not because the market crashed, but because they simply didn't know what they were doing. Read, watch, listen, learn. Some must read. Books: Rich Dad Poor Dad, The Millionaire Real Estate Investor. Buy, rehab, rent, refinance. Repeat the book on rental property investing. Some free gold mines. YouTube channels that break down real deals. Podcasts like Bigger Pockets. Local meetups where investors share real stories, wins and losses. The more you learn now, the less you lose later. You don't have to be perfect, but if you stay curious, stay humble, and keep learning, you will win. Here's my question for you. Which of these mistakes scares you the most? Or, if you've already started investing, what's the one thing you wish someone had warned you about? Drop it in the comments. I'd love to hear your story.